Hi, welcome to Bussy Crochet. In this video, I'll show you how to do an invisible finish. This is quite useful, especially if you do amigurumi pieces, to make sure that the end is nice and smooth and not bumpy. It can be sometimes when you finish the round. So you've done your last stitch, you're happy, and you need to finish it off. And they tell you to do an invisible finish. So the way you do it is you're gonna pull this yarn, use a pair of scissors, cut it, pull on the working yarn so you have this end one. Be very mindful, I don't need to attach this to anything, so I can leave just enough yarn to hide it in my project. But if you need to attach, for example, head, arms, or anything to your project, always be very careful to add way more, usually 40 to 50 centimeters of extra tail yarn. So I put it in my darning needle. I'll remove the stitch marker from my first stitch of the round. So you can see here, this one is my last stitch. This one right here is the one from the first stitch from this last round. What I'll do is I'll make sure that I don't go into the next one. I'll go into the one just after that. So you go ahead and put your darning needle into the second stitch. Pull it a little bit. So it's from the outside in. Then from the top, you can see that's where I just went. This is the stitch I left behind. And I'll go back to where I was and insert it from, again, this way, not towards yourself, away from you. But I won't go through both loops. I'll go through the back one. So if you can see, I'll go just through the back one and leave the other. And then you can just pull it a little bit to make it nice and smooth, so there's no bump like when you do, if you just slip knot and then make a knot. This is much neater. That's your invisible finish. And then what you do from there, unless this is going into something else, or you always go to the back of your project and you're gonna have to weave in this end inside your work. If you need a refresher on that, you can go to my other video about weaving in the ends, but you make sure that this goes into your project. Unless, like I mentioned earlier, this will be attached to something else, then make sure this is as long as possible or as needed, and this will then be attached, assembled to something else. So you will not weave in the end. In that case, you'll leave it out. And that's it. So that's your invisible finish. So you'll mainly need for that your project, darning needle, and a pair of scissors, and that's it. There you go. So you can follow me for more videos and tutorials, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions or any specific video you'd like to see or have me do. And that's it. Have a great day. Bye.